So it is getting warmer out, it is summer, so I figured today we might go through an ice cream recipe. Now I did find this awesome, it's Dash brand, ice cream maker at my thrift store for $1. And of course I had to pick it up because I figured even if it doesn't work, I mean I only lost $1. But it works! I have plugged it in, I've tried it, and I've even made a round of ice cream before with this to make sure that it works, and it does. It had all the parts with it, like this little thing here, this thing, and then you can even make ice pops, I guess, which is cool. I guess part of the reason I'm even making this video is because I want to show this off, because I feel like this is like a hella find. But we're going to make some ice cream today, and we're going to use this. This is going to be the star of our show. It makes a great ice cream, a creamy ice cream. If you want to think about it, we're using this. This is like $3.50. Probably cheaper than what you would pay for the average pint of vegan ice cream in the store. But even if we're just going for the novelty of making our own ice cream, I think that it's fun, and it's worth it, and it's cool. But step one of this thing is very important, and that I found in the first round of making ice cream with this thing, and that is to get this thing cold. This needs to be really cold, like 0 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this in the freezer for like a day or two, just to make sure it gets super duper cold. And then we're going to revisit this video and actually make our ice cream. So we are doing a recipe for classic vanilla ice cream. As I mentioned before, this is the main star of our show. So we have 1.5 cups of our plant cream. We're going to do 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And then I'm just going to eyeball some imitation vanilla extract. Maybe like a tablespoon or so. And then we just want to whisk this really well until the sugar incorporates. So here's our mixture. I've whisked it for like 4 minutes, so now the sugar is combined. And now comes the fun part. You notice when I'm shaking this mixing bowl that there is no water sounds, which is exactly what we need for this to work properly. We've got our little friend here. Make sure that it's hooked up properly. Now the thing is, this has to be moving and on when you're pouring this stuff in, or else bad things will happen. So just gonna put this baby in. And then I'm just going to allow this to churn for at least half an hour, probably closer to an hour, or until the consistency looks right, and then I'll show you what that looks like. But this is very hands-off. It's a very hands-off process. Alright. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks great. Now this, for all intents and purposes, is soft serve. So we could eat this right now, just as it is, or we could freeze it. I'm going to show you both. Throw some sprinkles on there. This is luxurious, it's creamy, it's cold and refreshing. It is absolutely perfect, just the way it is. But, if you wanted to get a little crazy and go for a harder ice cream, that is also an option. And once you set this in the freezer for a couple hours, it will be the perfect scooping texture to make a sundae out of. But Lord, do I need this because I had a spicy lunch. So it has been a couple of hours. Our ice cream is out of the freezer. I'm thinking that it's probably solidified enough to make some scoops. Oh, and I would be right. That is a nice scoop. There's that. I've got some of these mixed nuts that I can add. I've got some peanut chews, which are accidentally vegan. I'm going to stick a couple of these in there. And I just got some chocolate syrup to end this with. Oh, doesn't that look fantastic? Alright, let's give her a taste. We already know it's delicious, but let's try it with our toppings. Oh yeah. Now we are talking. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, dude. That is heavenly. Now, I've already talked briefly about price. We're looking at like between $3 and $4 for the thing of plant cream. We didn't even use the whole thing. We probably got about half a cup left in there that you can use for something else. Or for another round of ice cream if you bought two. So, you want to call it like $3 a pint for vegan ice cream? And I mean, look how much you get too. You get all this, plus the cup I had earlier. That's about a pint, if maybe a little more. And then, let's talk about flavor, because this is so good. It's like really good. It's not just good, it's really good. And it's customizable. You can throw any mix-ins in there you want. You can make chocolate ice cream, mint chocolate chip, butter pecan. You could make really any kind of ice cream you want as long as you have the mix-ins. And this is just some of the creamiest ice cream that you'll probably ever eat. So, what a nice summer treat. That is bananas. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you try this summer. Maybe you don't have one of those ice cream machines. That's still perfectly fine. You could probably still freeze it like this and get some semblance of ice cream. I know there are recipes that just mix and freeze. I'll try to find one, and I'll link it in the description for you, because I know not everybody has an ice cream machine. I was very blessed and fortunate to have been able to find that at the thrift store for $1. I would recommend the machine, however, because it does greatly simplify things. So if you are interested in that, I'll also link this below. I'm not sponsored or anything, just trying to help out. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. That boosts my channel, that helps me out a lot. If you're looking for more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. I do lots of vegan recipes, testing vegan recipes, vegan hacks. Sometimes I do body doubling videos. So if you're into any of that, go ahead and subscribe and join the party. And I will hopefully see you next time. Peace out.